Student, in today's lecture, we will study about the excretion in arthropoda. During type study, we have already dealt with the excretion in prawns, but now in general, how the excretion takes place in arthropoda, that we will study. Okay. So, what is excretion? Excretion is a process by which an organism will throw out or eliminate its nitrogenous waste material. Okay, and in arthropod, this excretory waste material are mainly in the form of ammonia and a uric acid. So, uh, in crustacea, that is the aquatic arthropods, will eliminate its nitrogenous waste in the form of ammonia. So, they are called as aminotelic animals. Okay, and in insects, or which are found in the terrestrial mode of life, that members of arthropod will eliminate their nitrogenous waste in the form of uric acid. So they are said to be uricotelic animals. Okay. Now, why there are two types of nitrogenous waste found or they are eliminated, like ammonia by crustaceans and uric acid? This is because in order to restore their water. Okay, during the organism which are there in aquatic medium, they are excreting their waste in the form of ammonia, and ammonia requires lots of water to be dissolved. Okay, that's why they can afford that loss of water because they are already in an aquatic medium, whereas in the terrestrial members of arthropod who are excreting their nitrogenous waste in the form of uric acid because uric acid require less water. Okay, in order to conserve the water, they will excrete the waste in the form of uric acid. The less like the the nitrogenous product which require very less amount of water. Okay, so there are different variety of excretory organs found in arthropod. That is, all the members of like all the classes of arthropod, that not all will be showing, means all the members of arthropod will showing one or two type of this excretory organs. Okay. For example, first one, it is the green gland. These green gland are the excretory organs of the crustacea. Okay, and they are located in the basal segment of the antenna, and that's why it is also called as an antennary gland, because it is located at the basal segment of antenna. Okay, and they are also the the excretory product is in the green in color, or they are in green color, so that's why it is called as a green glands. Okay, there are two antennary glands in each crustacean. Okay, two antennary glands. For example, in the green glands of Peneus, that is in prawns, marine prawns, each green gland is formed of an end sac, a coiled tube called as a labyrinth, and a bladder which opens out in the excretory pore. Whereas the green gland of Ascus, that is in crayfish, it is formed of an end sac, then a coiled tube, that is a labyrinth, then a bladder and the excretory pore. Okay, and here the end sac is formed of two regions, that is namely it is called as a saccule and cortex. Saccule, SACCULE, and the cortex, CORTEX. Okay, whereas green glands of Pallemon, that is in the fresh prawns, each green gland has a size of bean seeds, and it consists of end sac, a labyrinth, then a bladder, and the bladder or ureter, and the renal pole. Okay, and here the labyrinth is formed of large number of excretory tubules, and these tubules will opens into the end sac by a common opening called as a bladder, and it will be having a numerous apertures. Okay. The next type of excretory organ that is found in arthropod is the renal sac. The renal sac is observed in a browns, and it acts as an excretory in function. Okay, it is located in the cephalothoracic region, and it is surrounded by the cardiac stomach. Okay? And there will be a pair of lateral duct that will arise from this renal sac, and then it will get open into the bladder of the green gland. Okay, and the two lateral ducts are connected by a transverse duct, and this renal sac is basically formed of a layer of excretory epithelial cells, and the renal sac will also extract waste from the blood and pours it into the bladder, where it is from the bladder it is expelled out of the body through renal pore. Okay, the next type of excretory organ is nephridia, and this is basically found in a peripatus, that is in onychophore member. Actually, and also some members of this arthropoda shows this nephridia. This excretion here, the nephridia is paired, and it is segmentally arranged, so it is found in the segments, okay, corresponding to the pair of a length. So each segment will carry a pair of nephridia which will be corresponding to the pair of legs. Okay, and each nephridium consists of end sac, ciliated funnel, a coiled tubule, a bladder, and ectodermal duct. Okay, and this ectodermal duct will open exterior through a excretory pore, and nephridium is a modified form of the coelomic duct. Okay, the next one is the coxal gland. This, as the name suggests, these coxal glands are found attached to the coxa of the third pair of walking legs. Okay, that's why it is termed as coxal gland. They are the excretory organs of the scorpions. Okay, and they act homologous to the green gland, that is similar to the green gland. The green Here the glands are modified form of the coelomoduct, and each coxal gland consists of sacculae, a coiled labyrinth, a bladder, and this bladder will open outside to the exterior environment through the excretory pore. Okay, this coxal gland are also found in the spiders. Also found in spiders, but it can degenerate. Okay, and in lemurs this coxal gland are in red in color, and they are also called as a brick red glands. Okay, so these coxal gland are also found in the spiders which get degenerated, whereas in lemurs, that is one type of member of crustacea, will be showing a coxal gland which is in the red in color, and it is termed as a brick red gland. Okay, but it is one in the same, that is coxal gland. Okay. The next type of excretory organ is the Malpighian tubules. These tubules were actually discovered in 1969 by the Malpighi. Okay, that's why it is termed as a Malpighian tubule, and these are present in Insecta, Arachnida, and Myriapoda. The members of Insecta, Arachnida, and Myriapoda will showing this type of excretory system. For example, in cockroach contains 60 to 80 Malpighian tubules that will open into the junction of the mesenteron and the hindgut. Okay, whereas in scorpions, two pairs of Malpighian tubules are present, and in Myriapoda or centipedes will contains a single pair of these Malpighian tubules, and it will be contain two pairs of tubules. Okay, and each Malpighian tubule is nearly around 25 meter long, long, sorry, not meter long, 25 long, and its diameter is around 0.05 okay. And this Malpighian tubules is lined by the glandular epithelium, uh, like which will be characteristic feature or the act like a brush border, okay. And these tubules float in a hemocoel, from which the glandular cells extract nitrogen from the nitrogenous material from the uric acid, and from the lumen of the Malpighian tubule the nitrogenous waste is poured into the hindgut and are peeled in the feces, okay. And it will be expelled in the feces, and most of the water is reabsorbed by the proximal part of the tubules, okay. This is about the Malpighian tubules. And Malpighian tubules found in the members of terrestrial or members of arthropoda, that is insecta, arachnida and myriapoda. So they will be excreting their nitrogenous waste in the form of uric acid, and they are termed as uricotelic, okay. And here this most of the water is reabsorbed, okay, in the proximal part of tubule. This point is very important because it helps in consumption of water, okay, conservation of water, okay. Then next one is hepatopancreas. Hepatopancreas are found in the scorpions. It is a cavity of the mesozooma which is occupied by the massive gland called as a hepatopancreas. So it is found in the cavity of mesozoa, and it is this is gland is very massive and is called as a hepatopancreas, okay. And it opens into mid-gut by 5 pairs of ducts, okay. And it also serves as a according it will be the what happens in scorpio. This ammonia caramine is one scientist named as a Pawlowski has done some experiment based on this, and to state that it acts as an excretory organ. So what he had done, he had injected ammonia caramine into the body cavity of the scorpion, and it is deposited in the form of minute bright red granules inside the cells of hepatopancreas, okay. The next one is the nephrocytes. These nephrocytes are the specialized excretory cells found in the groups of the body cavity of insects and arachnids, and they are act as an excretory organ plus as in the phagocytic in function, okay. The next one is the crural glands. These crural glands are the they are glandular, thin-walled vascular bodies of the ectodermal origin, okay. And they are present in the males, and they open exterior at the base of the legs. Their function is supposed to be, it is not confirmed yet, but their function is supposed to be said as an excretory organ, okay. The next one is the ectodermal glands. This ectodermal glands considered as an excretory organ of Nibalia, and 8 pairs of ectodermal glands will be lie between the folds of the shell in the antennal region, and this ectodermal glands will act as a excretory organ, okay. The next one is the mid-gut epithelium. For example, in Balanus and Lipas, the epithelial cells of the mid-gut will act as an excretory organ, or will act in carry out excretory function, that they will be absorbing nitrogenous waste and it will be poured into the Malpighian tubules, okay. The next one is the intestinal caica. For example, in Sicula, The rectum bears a pair of intestinal cava, and these have a comb-like internal wall which carry out excretion. Okay. Then next one is the lymphatic organ. In the scorpions, at the abdominal region, a pair of lymphatic organ is present, and this is connected with the coxal gland. So, the cavity of these organs are filled with the lymphoid and phagocytic connective tissue cells. So, lymphatic organ are said to be supposed to be the excretory in function, but still it is not confirmed. Okay. The next one is the integument. As we all know that during the discussion of general characteristic, we have studied that in arthropoda the body is covered by the chitin. So the nitrogenous excretory products are deposited in the inner cells of this integument. So what happens during molting time? The integument is eliminated along with the excretory product. So integument also plays an important role in excretion. Okay. With this, we have done the different type of organs found which act as excretory organs of arthropod. Okay. The other half of this respiration or in arthropoda is remain that I will be uploading soon. Okay. Thank you. If one more thing, if you have any question regarding this topic or any other topic which I have already dealt with, please let me know. Okay. Thank you, students.